Feels like very close for comfort, and the eyeline is off. But okay, this isn't like a vlog. I just wanted to yell some things into the void because that's kind of how I look at every time wow, you can see me in the mirror. Every time I post like a video of me talking to myself, that's kind of, sorry, I just keep looking now at the mirror. Kind of what I envision it as. Like, I don't imagine people like actually watching these, even though a couple of my friends do for some reason, which I appreciate, and I think it's kind of funny. But yeah, what was I gonna say? So I don't know, I'm editing right now, and I'm partly making this because, or just recording this just because I hope I can look back on it and be like, hey, glad you stuck with it because it paid off. Because right now like, it's just so there's a lot of segments of the film that I like love, and I'm like, this is good, but there's also a lot of stuff that I'm just like, oh, the audio's recording, right? There's a lot of stuff that I'm like, damn, this is not really, I don't like this, and I don't know, which is normal, you know? I feel like every project has that, no matter what medium you're working in, no matter how long you've spent on it. But I guess just because it's like, I have spent so much time on this project, and the fact that it is so like personal to me, it's just, it can be kind of discouraging, especially too because like I from the bottom of my heart have the best intentions, and so I really want it to turn out, and it's not like the B-roll or like the, yeah, like the footage, other than like the fact that I don't love my interview itself, not because of like framing or anything like that. I mean, yeah, I wish it looked better, but that being said, I mean, who likes how they look on camera? So yeah, but it's more just like the storyline stuff. The storyline is so hard to get right, just because I'm not used to this medium at all. Like, I just I don't know anything about film, and I like to write, and I consider myself to be a good writer, but like even with stuff like that, like I'm not good at like constructing a plot line. Like, I can write a photo essay, I can write a short like uplifting blog post, but like, I don't know, I feel like I'm not a good storyteller for some reason. I just don't feel that way about myself. I don't know how much of that is true, or just like me being extra tough on myself. But yeah, it's just been hard because like, it's like I really want to do this and I want to do it well, but I just feel like I'm very much out of my league here. But yeah, and again, maybe I'll show it at NCUR and people will be like, oh, that was great, and genuinely mean it. But yeah, I'm just like, I wish this was matching the vision that I had in my head, and in some ways it is, in some ways it isn't. Also, ew, it sucks seeing yourself on camera. Like, I know there's a lot of irony in saying that in a self-recorded voluntary video of yourself. But yeah, it's gross. I don't like it. It's so weird. It's so jarring. Well, it's not as weird. Like, I feel like I've gotten used to it now. Like, the more that I got into photography, the more that I had to get like comfortable, ironically, being on the other side of the camera. And like, I feel like too, I'm more confident with my like self-image now, so it's like whatever, you know, like who cares. But it's still like, sometimes I like look at a clip and I'm like, I look like that, like people perceive me as that, like that's gross. So like, I don't know, oh, it was kind of funny. Yeah, and the other thing, I've tried to record a video today like 3 times, not even, more than that, like 7 times, and they just like don't pan out, because I don't ever prepare what I'm gonna say. I just like start talking and then just don't shut up, which I feel like is something I should do more often. That's what I was saying in the video before this one. I sometimes get like self-conscious like sharing like even snippets like this, because I feel like people are like, wow, like she needs to shut up, like she's annoying. And I feel like I'm like taking up space, even though the internet's like a boundless sphere. But yeah, But really, I just, like I said, I like to record these videos for myself to look back on for future reference. And also I actually have used a few snippets of the vlogs in the film, which I know I mentioned in an actual vlog. But yeah, so I'm just working on editing right now, and ideally I'll be done tomorrow if I can. Yeah, it's not something I'm like stressed out about. Like I'm gonna get it done. Like there's not a ton of work to do. It's more just being like, I wish this was better. Like I wish this felt more like, I don't know if momentous is like the right word. I don't even know if that is a word. But yeah, so that kind of sucks. Just because I want to do, it's such an important topic, and like again, I've said this before, like there's not really any media on it. So like being like the somewhat, or at least as far as I know, like the first piece on it, I'm like, I want it to be really good. But yeah, at the end of the day, like I said, it's just supposed to, my ideal scenario is like, and this is completely unrealistic, but like if someone from like, I'm just gonna use National Geographic because I stalk them, like sees it and they're like, this would be a great topic to cover, and then they cover it because someone who has a platform actually, like, and resources should cover it, because then they can actually do it justice. But yeah, I don't know. It's I kind of just feel like I'm yelling into the void, and I don't know, I guess it's like a human thing. Just because I really want to see change on this subject, but I feel so tiny, and that is frustrating sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. You can only do what you can do and just hope for the best, I guess.